Emily and Daniel Carter were the picture of suburban success. Living in a beautiful two-story home in Cedar Falls, Iowa, they were the couple neighbors admired. Daniel, 38, was a respected financial advisor, while Emily, 36, was a part-time interior designer and full-time mom to their two children, Liam, 10, and Ava, 7. From the outside, their marriage looked perfect. Friends called them the golden couple, the kind you'd see hosting summer BBQs or cheering at their kids' soccer games. But behind closed doors, cracks had been forming for years. Daniel's long work hours, constant travel, and growing emotional distance left Emily feeling invisible. She tried to talk to him, but Daniel always promised after this project or after the next quarter. Slowly, Emily began seeking connection elsewhere. In 2024, Emily joined a local gym. That's where she met Jake Matthews, a 29-year-old personal trainer. Jake was outgoing, charismatic, and immediately drawn to Emily's warm personality. Emily, flattered by the attention and craving excitement, soon found herself lingering after workouts, laughing at Jake's jokes, and texting late at night. What started as innocent banter escalated. Lunch dates turned into secret meetups. By the summer of 2024, Emily and Jake were having a full-blown affair. Emily convinced herself it was harmless. She believed she was reclaiming a part of herself, not destroying her family. But Daniel, though emotionally distant, wasn't blind. Daniel first noticed Emily's change in behavior when she began coming home late from yoga or book club, dressing up more than usual, and keeping her phone locked and face down. He overheard giggles during her late-night texts and noticed unfamiliar cologne on her clothes. He confronted Emily gently, asking if everything was okay, but she brushed him off. Daniel's suspicions grew, and he eventually hired a private investigator. Within 2 weeks, Daniel had all the proof he needed. Photos of Emily and Jake kissing at a restaurant, holding hands at the gym, sneaking into a motel on the edge of town. On October 15, 2024, Daniel waited for Emily in their kitchen, the manila envelope of photos in his hands. When Emily walked in, Daniel simply said, "We need to talk." Emily froze as he laid the photos on the counter. For a long moment, neither of them spoke. Finally, Emily whispered, "I'm sorry." But Daniel was beyond heartbreak. He was filled with quiet fury. Over the next few days, Daniel vacillated between rage and despair. He moved into the guest room. Friends later described him as numb, detached, like a man going through the motions. On October 21, Emily called her sister to say she and Daniel were working things out and that she was hopeful. That night, she prepared a family dinner, something she hadn't done in months. Neighbors saw Emily carrying groceries into the house around 6 p.m. But by morning, she was gone. Daniel told police Emily had gone for a walk to clear her head after a long conversation and never came back. But her phone, purse, and car were still at home. Her gym bag sat unpacked by the front door. Within 48 hours, Emily Carter was declared a missing person. The Cedar Falls Police Department launched an investigation, initially treating Daniel as a grieving husband. But as days passed and Emily didn't return, suspicion shifted. Police discovered the affair with Jake Matthews. They also learned from friends that Daniel had been devastated by the betrayal. Surveillance cameras showed no footage of Emily leaving the neighborhood on foot or by car. A cadaver dog was brought to the property. In the backyard, near a freshly mulched flower bed, the dog alerted. Police dug up the area and found Emily's body, wrapped in a tarp. Daniel was arrested at his office the same day. Under questioning, he confessed to killing Emily during an argument the night of her disappearance. According to Daniel, Emily had ended the affair and wanted to repair the marriage, but when she told him about her feelings for Jake, Daniel snapped. In a fit of rage, he struck Emily with a heavy glass vase. When she collapsed, he panicked, suffocated her with a pillow, and buried her in the backyard. Neighbors were horrified. The golden couple had crumbled into murder. Jake Matthews was cleared of involvement but became a target of public outrage. He cooperated with investigators, sharing his messages with Emily and expressing guilt over the affair. Under the media's glare, Jake left town, his reputation destroyed. Emily's family, devastated, blamed both Daniel and Jake. It wasn't just the affair, Emily's sister said at the trial. It was the secrecy, the betrayal, the lies that pushed everything over the edge. The trial began in June 2025. Daniel's defense team argued that he acted in the heat of passion, not premeditation, hoping to avoid a first-degree murder conviction. Prosecutors painted a different picture, a man consumed by jealousy, whose ego couldn't handle rejection. They presented Daniel's internet searches: how long to bury a body, accidental death cover-up, how to detect cheating. The jury deliberated for 4 days. On July 2, 2025, Daniel Carter was found guilty of second-degree murder. At sentencing, Emily's sister addressed the court. Emily made mistakes, but she didn't deserve to die for them. Their children now have to grow up without a mother and a father because Daniel chose rage over forgiveness. Daniel was sentenced to 40 years in prison, with no chance of parole for 25 years.